Welcome back to WHHI News. If you were in the media, you know this lady, Angela McSwain. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no problem. It's great to be here.
You have been here many years. May I ask how many now as the marketing and communications director of this tournament?
Sure. I started in 2003, and this will be my 19th actual tournament here in this tent.
You have seen a lot of changes since the first year you worked here. I mean, then plus you had to work through the whole COVID issue. We're back at full spectator capacity. How's it going here? How many press or media passes have you issued?
Sure. It's great because we were finally getting back to normal in the media center. The last 2 years during COVID, we were allowed only a very small amount of media to come and cover the event. This year we have 60 seats and we have about 100 media credentialed.
You have a lot you have to do every day. You have to issue press releases or media releases, I should say. How many people help you out or work with you on this?
Sure. I have Carol Bartholomew, who has been with the tournament longer than I have. I think this is like her 30-something tournament, and she is integral in making this place work. We also have a group of volunteers that help, and they have been great. Many of them come back year after year after year, so we love that.
One year when I was with HHI many moons ago, I remember there was a player who was in the lead who shall remain nameless, who you said very kindly, would you mind staying till the end of the day because you're tied for the lead and we'd like to do more interviews, or the media would. And you know what he said? No. So you have to deal with the players.
A little bit. Here's some of the things that have changed since COVID is now we don't bring as many media into the media center anymore. We have them out on the course. We have a flash area, and the PGA Tour does a lot of that with a pool camera. Everything is now digital, like the world of the internet. That's one thing that's changed year after year. All of those interviews go up on our virtual media center, so people can actually cover the event and do stories not even being here anymore.
So strange, isn't it? That's like reporters for newspapers and elsewhere. They can work from anywhere in the world.
They absolutely can. We put so much content up on this website for media that if they don't want to come, they don't have to.
Or come on, come! It's too much fun.
It's too much fun. I mean, you're going to not get the good, colorful heritage stories.
Now, you mentioned to me, I remember in the good old days, you would have a room specifically for when the players would come in, the media would gather and be able to ask questions after each round. So you're saying that's not here anymore?
It is in a little different way now. We have all of our pre-round interviews yesterday and the day before were done right in the media center. We have a stage in front of the video board. We put up a step and repeat, and we had a table up there, and they sit right in front of everyone, which is nice because then no one has to move.
You have to also work with the PGA, their media folks. How do you have to integrate, working with them when they're here?
Absolutely. So we have 3 PGA Tour media officials that are here on the grounds with us, and they kind of control everything inside the ropes. And what we do is, and me and my staff, is we help people find stories outside the ropes. So we do all the fun, heritage, colorful kind of stories, economic impact, and what's going on, and then they control inside the ropes. And if you want to interview a player, we talk with them to get that all set up.
So I would say to Angela, I'm trying to talk to Brant Snedeker, who I love, and you would ask them if I could do so.
Yep, and then we would work it out with them, and either they would arrange that or you'd give them questions to ask. Another interesting thing about the PGA Tour that's changed over the years is now they have their own teams. They have PGAtour.com reporters that are here doing stories for their site. They have videographers that are building stories, video, audio, and video that they put on their website or that they feed into PGA Tour Live, which is on the TV behind us.
Are you responsible for all the social media stuff too, Instagram, Twitter, and all that?
Oh, I oversee that, but I have a person that does that because that is a full-time job right now. I couldn't do it justice, and I love our social media. I think our Mike, he's behind me somewhere, I think, in there.
Working hard, of course.
Hard, yeah.
Angela McSwain, great to see you. I mean, you do such an excellent job, and thanks for taking the time to speak with us.
No problem. Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a moment with more of WHHI News from the RBC Heritage presented by Boeing.